All content and material used in this video are for purposes of review and commentary under terms of fair use. Also, the following views expressed in this video are of personal opinion. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh, and also spoilers. Well, that doesn't really matter. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to StormKing Final Impressions of Summer 2012 Animes. Let's just jump straight into and check out my thoughts and final impressions of the Summer 2012 animes that have come to pass. First up is Accel World. Now, overall, without being over the top or too hype or screaming out Accel World and with my fist of power, what was my final thoughts and impressions of Accel World? I just thought that Accel World, it was excellent. It was perfect in every single way. There was just no flaw unless I really nitpicked it. There was nothing too outstanding, and I thought that the way that was presented was really awesome. Sunrise just did an awesome job in animating Accel World. And not to mention, Accel World had an awesome ratings and opinions in general. So there's not much I can say about Accel World other than I will be making a final impression slash really long talk about Accel World. There's no doubt about it. I will be talking a lot about Accel World in this upcoming video. So would I recommend watching Accel World? Yes! What kind of question is that? If you didn't watch Accel World, you know, if you know some dude or person who's just like, oh, I don't want to watch Accel World, and they're your friend, just smack them across the face, just being like, no! StormKing said that you should watch Accel World, so you must watch Accel World! You know, I don't care how you do it, even if you have to bind them to a chair and, you know, pry their eyes open to watch Accel World. Well, don't do that unless you really have to. But in any case, Accel World I can't stop talking about how awesome it is. Accel World. Next on my list is Arcana Famiglia. Now, overall, Arcana Famiglia really was... it had potential. It had potential, but overall its execution was really drowned out, and it failed to meet, you know, very good expectations. Or it failed to meet even minimum expectations. I mean, it barely reached those, you know, the criteria of what would make a decent anime to an average anime, but overall it failed. It got really boring, repetitive, and nothing too outstanding or exciting happened. And I think I may as well check out the manga instead and see how that is. But the good thing about Arcana Famiglia was that it had a really good first episode. It had a really good first impressions. It was almost... a lot of people compared it to Bleach in a way, or whatever, it doesn't really matter, but I can attest to the fact that Arcana Famiglia had a really good first episode. Would I recommend watching Arcana Famiglia, you know, with the less than lackluster script, overall good seiyuu, good voice actors, but, you know, not too outstanding due to the script overall, and less than outstanding animation? I guess yes, if you're curious, but if you skip out on Arcana Famiglia, you're not really missing much, so, you know, there's my 2 cents on Arcana Famiglia. Next up on my list is Binbougami. Now, overall, I did enjoy Binbougami. It was comparable to, in terms of enjoyment, to, say, Hyouka, Nyaruko-san, Hayate no Gotoku, or even Gintama, you know, the comedy kind of series, and I really liked it. Again, its jokes were not too outstanding. It was very elementary, kind of very, you know, poop jokes and just, you know, TNT slapstick kind of jokes. But what really made it awesome and funny, and make those jokes even more funnier, was the dialogue between Sakura and Ichiko, and, you know, really, the dialogue and interaction between them was what made Binbougami really outstanding. The side characters were just as awesome, you know, the more memorable ones such as Ranmaru, Bobby, and Momo. I loved all the side characters. So overall, I really did enjoy Binbougami, and they made a very bold declaration saying, hey, stay tuned for the second season, but it was never confirmed that they're getting a second season. I'm like, really? You're gonna do that? That's really ballsy. So overall, would I recommend watching Binbougami? Yes. If you're into, you know, comedies and slapstick and really intense, heavy kind of back and forth TNT comedy dialogue, then yes, Binbougami is something I recommend. Next up, Campione. Now, Campione I have mixed feelings about. On the one hand, I am really happy and rejoice the fact that Campione became an anime. And Athena got a voice. Yes, Athena! Okura Yui, thanks for voicing Athena! Anyways, on the other hand, Campione, it could have been done better. Admittedly, like, it definitely could have been done better. Now, on the downsides, let's focus on the downsides, it felt rushed. Campione definitely felt rushed. And even from a non-light novel reading perspective, it felt rushed, you know, because I'm a light novel reader, but if I was to not have read the light novels at all, I felt that the anime was rushed and the pacing was a little bit whack. The animation quality and the drawings and styling, I guess it was not bad overall. The quality could have been a little bit better. It met standards, but I'm looking for something exceptional or a little bit better. Now, focusing on the good points to Campione, I mean, Hikasa Yoko did an awesome job voicing the very seductive and elegant, you know, what's her name? Erika. God, I almost forgot. Erika. And of course, Okura Yui as friggin' Athena. Yes! So, would I recommend watching Campione? Yes, but only if you use it as a means to introducing yourself to the light novels, because the light novels are definitely just in every way better. So yeah, I do recommend watching Campione the anime if you checked out the light novels to Campione. Next up on my list is Dog Days 2, or Dog Days apostrophe. Now, for Dog Days, surprisingly I enjoyed it. Dog Days 2, that is. I enjoyed Dog Days 1, but Dog Days 2 I enjoyed a little bit more. I went into it just being like, it's Dog Days 2, there's not gonna be anything new, or whatever. But then I sat down and watched, it's like, okay, I see that you expanded upon your concept, and you brought in some new things, like new characters and all that, and introduced a third kingdom. The three kingdoms, what does this mean? Sorry, this is a very specific joke. And yeah, I enjoyed it because it felt a lot more refined than previously, and I got to see a lot more Eclair, yes, Eclair, and Yukikaze. And the fact that it's just like, are we going to be seeing more Dog Days every summer? Because at the ending, it was just like, oh, we'll see you next summer. It's like, okay. So, overall, if there was a Dog Days 3, I think I would go back and I would watch it. I would definitely go and watch it. Or, I would watch it, not definitely. And I enjoy it for what it is. So, Dog Days 2 and Dog Days 1, would I recommend watching them? Yes, because there's nothing too outstanding. It's just a summer anime that's just meant to be enjoyed because of its silliness and its relaxing nature. Well, not really relaxing at times, but it overall has a very happy feeling. Yes, happy feeling to it. So, if you're looking for that kind of feeling, I do recommend watching Dog Days 1 and Dog Days 2. Next up, Hagure Yuusha no Estetica. Now, overall, I did enjoy Hagure Yuusha no Estetica, and not for that reason. Now, before I head on to saying why I liked Hagure Yuusha no Estetica, when I checked out Estetica, I was just like, some of the stuff that I'm viewing is very, very concerning. Not only is it very, very spicy, but it is very borderline you-know-what. And then I checked out who was animating Hagure Yuusha no Estetica. And then it turns out it was ARMS. You know, ARMS, the people are notable for such work such as, oh, I don't know, Hyouka Ryorang, Ikito's, and Queen's Rebellion! Queen's Rebellion. And it's just like, I'll continue along. So, what made me enjoy Hagure Yuusha no Estetica was the main character, Akatsuki, because he's so different from your typical kind of, oh, I'm male character, male hero, I must brood and be cool and ignore everyone and just, you know, brood in my own emo-ness. Akatsuki was just like, what's up? He was very extroverted, very chill, very, very confident, almost overconfident, and, you know, very, very proud of the fact that he was perverted. And this kind of main character is a breath of fresh air in that you don't see it all the time. And, you know, Akatsuki's just like, what's up? He meets a villain, he's like, oh, I will crush you because I am strong villain. Akatsuki's just like, you think you're strong, eh? Obviously, you haven't fought with the strongest. And that's Akatsuki. So, would I recommend checking out Hagure Yuusha no Estetica? Sure! Yeah! I mean, if you're into the jumbly parts, yeah, you'll like it. If you're into this kind of male character, male hero who is very, very overconfident, very strong, and very bold, and just like, what's up? Then yeah, I do recommend checking out Hagure Yuusha no Estetica. Next up, Hyouka. Now, Hyouka was a very, very well done anime based off of the light novels, and I do recommend, right off the bat, I recommend watching Hyouka, like, right off the bat. The concept of it being a non-mystery mystery was very fascinating, and the way that the mysteries were solved was really, really well done. Really heavy dialogue, but very well explained. What do I mean by non-mystery mystery for Hyouka? Basically, the main character, Oreki, was solving mysteries, but were not crime-related, not very serious kind of mysteries, like, oh god, some student was murdered, and you must solve it! No, it's very kind of, like, very kickback things of, oh, we're missing this, or we're trying to find out that, or how do we figure out the ending to the play that we're trying to do, or the film. And yeah, I really liked Hyouka. The voices were very well done, and, you know, the voice cast, very matching to their characters. Everyone did above and beyond, and really became their characters, or were their characters, if that makes any sense. Not really. The animation, it's Kyoto animation, very breathtaking, and yes. So, if you're into a non-mystery sort of kickback, but with some of its ups and downs, and very outstanding animation, voice acting, very outstanding anime, then yes, I do recommend checking out Hyouka. Like, I do suggest checking out Hyouka. There's no reason you should not check out this anime. It is very, very well done. Very well done. Next up, Jinrui wa Suitaishimashita. And the best way I can summarize this anime in like one word, I think the word would be weird. Now, Jinrui, there's no way to properly explain this anime. Overall, I did enjoy it, but sometimes it was just really strange. You know, you have bread, you know, self-aware bread that rips itself apart, and you have, like, turkeys, buck naked, featherless, headless turkeys running around. You have stuck inside manga dimension kind of thing. It's very weird. There's no way to explain Jinrui wa Suitaishimashita other than it was a weird anime, and its subtle comedy was very well done. I mean, sometimes it was just very, oh yeah, just in your face, but sometimes just like, ah, I see what you did there. But would I recommend watching Jinrui wa Suitaishimashita? Yes! Yes, and yeah! It's very, like I said, it's very strange, it's very hard to explain, but the subtlety of its comedy and the strangeness to it is just like, check it out! There's no way to explain it unless you watch it. Jinrui wa Suitaishimashita. Next up, Joshiraku. Now, Joshiraku I overall enjoyed, but, you know, there's nothing too outstanding for it. You know, despite the fact that it is a comedy slice of life, and I enjoyed it for that fact, it's just like, there's nothing too special or over the top for it. And Joshiraku's rakugo side, Japanese comedy style, a style of comedy, and its off rakugo side was very well done. You know, it had its subtle humor, and then it's not over the top, but just very in your face humor. And you know, the dude that made sorry, did I say dude? The mangaka for Zetsubo Sensei, Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei, you can feel his comedy style and his overall feelings and emotion in Joshiraku is there. It's, yeah, there's not much I can say about it. So would I recommend watching Joshiraku? Yes and no. Yes, if you're into more subtle humor, because Joshiraku is very more subtle. To a certain extent, but is a lot more subtle than most animes. And no, if you're not into slice of life, because, you know, it's not very high energy, over the top anime. So yes, if you're into subtlety. No, if you're kind of, I need something exciting. Joshiraku. Next up, Koi to Senkyo to Chocolat, or chocolate, because I have a habit of saying chocolate as chocolat, which is French for chocolate. Anyways, when I was watching Koi to Senkyo to Chocolate, I'm like, oh, please don't do this to me, don't do it, don't do it. Ah, you did it! You picked the wrong character! Though there was no empty flags, you know, a little bit, there's not as much empty flags were raised, and the main character did go for that girl that he raised the most flags for. I'm like, damn it! They did, you know, friggin', he didn't go for Isara, he didn't go for Satsuki. What is up with this? And I'm learning politics in this anime? And that was one of the, rage aside, one of the very cool points to Koi to Senkyo is that it does show and explain politics. I'm like, huh. I'm not really interested in politics because, well, that's just me. But the fact that you're explaining politics, that's really cool. That's really interesting. And the fact that you're doing it in a romance, but, you know, Galgay-based anime, you know, anime, sure, why not? Who cares? I'm always up for something new. So, would I recommend watching Koi to Senkyo to Chocolat? If you're into politics and Galgay-based anime, sure, yeah, and you're into romance and all that, sure, yeah, why not? So, go check out Koi to Senkyo to Chocolat. No! Isara! Satsuki! No! Next up, この中に一人妹がいる, or Naka-imo for short. Now, yes! I enjoyed Naka-imo. It was a guilty pleasure anime. And yeah, there's not much I can say about Naka-imo other than the fact that it was a guilty pleasure anime. There was tons of fan service, tons of, you know, very seductive, spicy scenes. I'm like, you know what? I like it. That's what I came here to watch. And I totally love the girls. Friggin' Miyabi, Konoe, Mei, Rinka, not Tendo Kaicho because I'm not really into her, but the other girls, they're like, yeah, I'm into those, more so Miyabi and Rinka. Konoe is not bad, you know, Konoe is Konoe, you know, she's the first girl, so yeah, she has her first girl status. Anyways, so, yeah, Naka-imo, if you're into guilty pleasure animes, and if you're just in for like, you know what, I just want to see perverted stuff right up in my face, just flaunt it, shove it, just I'm here for it, and, you know, unadulterated, the same stuff, yeah! Go check out Kono Naka ni Hitori Imouto ga Iru. And, yeah, that's it! It's a guilty pleasure anime. And before I end this, why? Miyabi, no! Miyabi! I actually like Miyabi! Naka-imo. Next up, Oda Nobuna no Yabou. And right off the bat, I'm gonna say, do check out. Definitely check out Oda Nobuna no Yabou. If you're into action, historical, drama kind of animes, or if you're into the Koihime Muso archetype of anime, or a gal gay, but anyways, Koihime Musou is a female version of Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Oda Nobuna is the female version of Oda Nobunaga no Yabou. And I gotta say, again, do check out this anime. Just, it's so good! It's awesome! The action, the characters, the voice acting, the quality of animation, holy crap! I gotta applaud, Madhouse for doing such a good job for animating Oda Nobunaga no Yabou, and I'm like, holy crap. And then I watched the 12th episode, I was like, no! It's gonna end! And then they show in the last couple seconds, wait a minute, who's that character in the red armor? Who do I know in Oda Nobunaga who wears red... Oh. You're serious. Sanada Yukimura! And which indirectly, or, just confirms, or not really, but I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be an Oda Nobunaga 2. So I'm like, yes! So yeah, do check out Oda Nobunaga no Yabou. There's this anime, you cannot miss out on it. I do recommend checking it out. Next up, Rinne no Lagrange Season 2. Now, overall, Rinne no Lagrange Season 2, I enjoyed it, and I had the conclusion that I wanted, but there was something missing from it. Like, I can't explain it exactly, and I can't pinpoint it exactly. It was just missing something. Something that made Season 1, stand out for me, and I'll double check later, but I'll definitely check it out later anyways. But yeah, Season 2 was just, it concluded everything, but it was missing that oomph to Season 1's comparison. And yeah, there's not much I can say about Rinne no Lagrange Season 2 other than if you watched Rinne no Lagrange Season 1, you're gonna wanna watch Season 2 to conclude everything and wrap up everything. The voice acting was awesome. There's a lot more action scenes this season, and Nakajima and Megami sang a just as awesome song for Season 2. So yeah, Rinne no Lagrange Season 2, it gave me the conclusion that I wanted. And that's about it. There's not much I can say about it. I do recommend checking out Rinne no Lagrange Season 1. And if you watch Season 2, maybe you'll be able to pinpoint that something that I can't explain right now. Rinne no Lagrange Season 2. Last up, Tari Tari. Now, Tari Tari overall, it was good. It was good. But despite being a PA Works anime, it was missing a certain oomph. Just something. Now, I understand that Tari Tari was a kickback, slice of life, everyday life drama, and everyday hang out with your friends anime, and I understood the subtlety that was in it, and, the very refined nature of Tari Tari, and what really stood out for me that I really enjoyed was the vocal aspect of Tari Tari. The vocals just took me away, just non-assisted, pure vocal singing, choir singing, I just loved it, but it was just missing something that could have made it really special and a gem of slice of lives and kickback animes. So yeah, the voice acting was really done. The animation, PA Works did it again. They made a really beautiful anime, and music was awesome. And overall, I enjoyed Tari Tari despite that missing oomph, that nudge to make it really, really awesome. Do I recommend checking out Tari Tari? Yes, if you're into choir singing and slice of life animes, or something relaxing but has some drama, but not too serious drama. Tari Tari. So that's it for my final impressions of Summer 2012. I enjoyed Summer. Summer is, whereas Spring is experimental, Summer is, it's in conjunction with Spring. They're both experimental follow-up seasons, and just they have more kickback stuff than usual. But yeah, the Summer 2012 season, I liked it. So this is StormKing with the Summer 2012 final impressions, telling you to read some manga, watch some anime, and I'll see you in the next video. Check you later.